Hey, do you guys want to know like the real brutal honesty of people that want to get rich quick? Like the real truth around that? Like is that is there any real rich quick rich things? Like is there? Like really is there? And the answer is no. There's not. And for any entrepreneur, somebody trying to get into business that has the mindset or the thought process that they can get rich quick, is not going to happen. I hate to let you know. I hate to let you down. I'm just giving you the brutal honesty. This is the year of the straight shooter, Jasmine. Okay. This is the year where I let you know how it is. Okay. We're not sugarcoating nothing. We're not going around the mulberry bush. Like we're going straight down the middle and letting you know exactly what it is, and it's not going to happen. Okay. There is no rich, quick business concept. And if you do start a business that is going to get rich quick, it's because you're coming from assets with another business to start another business. You'll be able to flip to make another business to get rich quick. But in order for you to have even got there, you would still need to go through the process of building some wealth. Okay. I used to have this concept to where I would rather try 100 things 100 times than never say that I didn't try it all. And you can be like, oh, yeah, girl, I love that, girl. That's real good, girl. You had some tenacity, girl. You was a no quitter, girl. Like, all right. In all actuality, the part that is not said and the part that is invisible is the only reason why I kept trying all the things is because the first thing didn't work fast enough. Right. I was the type of person to where that if I had a need, I started a business. If I had a need or I needed some finances, I would leverage my skill set, leverage some knowledge, leverage some expertise, and I would start a business. And I'm like, ooh, once I made a little bit of money as somebody was lightly interested, like, ooh, I can start something with this. Oh, this is the next $1 million plan, baby. Like we up in here. Okay. And that was my thought process. But then when it didn't turn out that way fast enough, then I let it go. Right? A lot of people want to get into entrepreneurship because they think that the business that they're going to start, somebody provided them with a guarantee promise that it's going to happen for them within a certain time frame. That is going to happen for them quick. It's going to happen for them easy. And entrepreneurship is the complete opposite of that, you guys. Entrepreneurship is like the roller coaster ride that you don't want to get off, but like your stomach is flipping, it's dropping, you're screaming for joy and fear all at the same time. You don't want the ride to stop, but you do want the ride to stop. And when the ride stops, you get back on. Like you're running back in line so you can get back on. That's what entrepreneurship is like. Okay. And the finish line, there is no finish line. It constantly gets pushed back every time you pass another phase, every time you evolve past another set mindset. The finish line will constantly be moved. So yes, I had that thought process of, oh, I would rather try 100 times, 100 things 100 times than never say I never tried at all. And it's real cute in theory, but in all actuality, it's the poorest business mindset that I could have ever lived by. And I did. I was young, okay? It was a time where I was a little foolish. I just didn't know what I didn't know. But I remember when I started my cleaning business, right? I didn't have no other option. I didn't have no plan B. This was it. I was betting on myself. I was betting on this business. And to be honest, I really didn't even think I was going to be able to take it as far as I did in that time. I didn't start it thinking, oh, this is going to be the next big thing. It was a thing that was going to get me out of a thing. So I started a thing. And then I saw that it grew and I wanted to invest some more time and effort and energy in it because I wanted to see like how big could I really make it. A lot of people be like, oh my God, you did so good so fast with this first business, but they didn't really see the invisible work ethic that was being built from all the past failures of businesses that I tried and attempted. And trust me and believe, I tried a little bit of everything. Anything that I kind of slightly showed any good at, oh, it's a business. It became a business. I incorporated it. Okay. Like I got the business license. I went to City Hall. And no, I didn't do all that. But I'm saying, like, in my mind, it was official. And then when I started the thing, and at that time, of course, I didn't have any business knowledge or know-how or no real marketing, right? I didn't know what I was doing. Social media definitely was not around during that time. So I couldn't advertise it to a multiple of people that was outside of my circle. It just didn't work fast enough. So I went on to the next thing. And then when that thing didn't pan out fast enough, then I went to the next thing. And that's how a lot of you guys are operating right now. Because you're expecting to start a business going to be able to get you a certain level of results immediately or fast or in your mind fast enough because you created this invisible race against a time clock that you created. Oh, I'm going to become a millionaire in the next 90 days. I know that's a little far-fetched, but look here, there's some ambition people out there. And I'm not trying to knock the ambition. Have the ambition, but if it doesn't happen in 90 days, don't quit, boo. What happens is that a lot of people want to get rich quick, and what really happens is a lot of people quit. They quit quick. Y'all get what I'm saying though. They quit fast, but quit. That's definitely a word play, so it's kind of cute, so I'll keep it. Okay. But they quit the thing quickly. Y'all get it now? And that's what really happens. And they give up on themselves too much or too fast, too soon, because they didn't get the desired results that they thought they were going to get. And they didn't understand that there is a process to building wealth. There is a process that everybody has to go through. You may not know you're going to have to go through that process when you first start. When you first start, you may think that you're building something one way, and then you find out that you're building on not a solid foundation, and you have to go back to home and you have to build that solid foundation and then rebuild. Or sometimes you have to build that solid foundation. That solid foundation takes a little bit longer than you've initially thought, right? But whatever the process is, you have to go through the process, and no one can negate the process. So there is no get rich quick scheme. Now, yes, in the academy, the CEO Clean Academy, where I teach entrepreneurs how to start a multi-6-figure, multi-7-figure cleaning business without them ever having to touch a mop or broom on themselves. Based upon past student success, I've created an estimated time frame of when they could receive a certain level of results. But what's not calculated in that estimate is the invisible work ethic, right? That some people will put in and some people won't, because it's not always the certain financial number that they're going to receive at that time. It's based on the amount of work that they put in, the amount of work ethic that they put in, the amount of consistency, how much they show up for their business. That is what equates to the profitable number at the end, right? That is what equates to you getting rich, because rich is such a perspective word. Like, what is rich to one person is not rich to another person, right? What you think is wealthy to one person is not going to be wealthy to another person. So you have to first know what it is that you're trying to gain, what it is, like what define what the level of success and financial or rich looks like to you. Rich to some people just mean that I can pay my bills on time. Rich to somebody else means that I have 3 months saved up for all household expenses, or 6 months saved of all household expenses, or 10% of my income is going into my investment portfolio, or I'm saving 20% to be able to invest in my church and offerings and tithes and giving, right? Like it looks different to a lot of different people. So you have to know that. But the moment you start any kind of business thinking or assuming that you're going to get rich quick, you're going to end up quitting fast, quitting quickly. Okay. Now, I teach entrepreneurs how to start a remote cleaning business, but I really want to be able to speak to the entrepreneur, whether you are starting a cleaning business or any kind of cleaning business. I want entrepreneurs to be completely whole this year with developing and growing their business. Like we have to fix this first, because this is what leads to everything else. I'm a firm believer that working on yourself is working on your business. And sometimes we can only go as far as we will allow ourselves because we don't believe we can go any further. And sometimes that's the real halt that's stopping us from getting rich, because we have this subconscious mindset that won't allow us to believe the impossible because we never seen it be done before. And we will be the first in our families, it will be the first in our generation to build something successfully, to build something with our own hands that does not require hard labor, because of the uniqueness of the era that we're in, of technology or leveraging services with a third-party independent contractor cleaning business. You see what I'm saying? So we have to make sure that this is right. And we have to understand that the brutal honesty is that there is no business that you can start and get rich quickly. It didn't happen for a lot of people. It didn't happen for me. Yes, I made money, but in all actuality, I made a lot of money, but I lost a lot of money. I didn't save a lot of money. I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I made money on paper, but I didn't invest a lot of money in the beginning, right? I didn't put those other pieces into play until I grew here, until I worked on this. Then I was able to build the wealth that I was looking for. I was able to build and reach the financial freedom that I was looking for. And as I say that finish line consistently gets pushed back, my finish line got pushed back because what I considered financial freedom in one moment, in one season, is now different in this season. And that's okay because we're constantly evolving and life is constantly changing. You see what I'm saying? So I love entrepreneurship. It's a ride that I'll never get off of. And I hope that you won't get off of it either, even if you're on a slow ride. You guys go on those rides where like sometimes rides take a little like, oh, this ride's boring. Like, where does ride come from? And all of a sudden you're like, oh. And then you're like, oh yeah, that was a dope ride. Let's do it again. That's what entrepreneurship is. So don't get off the ride, you guys. Stay on the ride no matter how long it takes you to get there. Find a right mentor to be able to help guide you so that way you can reach the levels that you're trying to reach to, and understand that there is no get rich quick. I don't want to say scheme, but there's no get rich in entrepreneurship. You cannot negate the process. So until next time, see y'all later.